This is one of our proposals that we have made. Me, Jazzy Jon, who am I? That's who I am. And Dr. Jazz here representing the denizens of the deep. We variously come up with these proposals, which are obviously the most important things people have ever heard. And this is one of them. This is our proposal. Thank you, Dr. Jazz, for my my drama. I'm on a mission. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of man. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of man. I leave my house with a purpose in my eyes, looking out for specimens to whom I'll bring surprise. I walk cool, I walk tall like a jungle cat, catching the scent in my nostrils, the scent of the specimen. I find my first subject in a bar in town in the middle of the day. He is a large animal, about 6'5". He is egg-shaped, ovoid, wobble-headed and vaguely formed. His eccentric overbite causes small balls of spittle to form on his stilted lower lip beard. His round glasses betray the dreadful scientific secrets racing around in his head. They are waste pipes for his physicist's mind. His clothing is at the same time both abhorrent and wondrous. A fawn brown suit, waistcoat and all that puts me in mind of a doctor from the 1950s. He has a large tie of ochre and faded shoes that sigh when he moves his feet. He carries a briefcase in his left hand, which obviously is full of science plans. As he maneuvers his way preposterously about the room, I catch the sound of his small, trapped voice. Excuse me, if I could just get to... can I? Oh dear. I will put this specimen in the scientist house in my man zoo. He will be set daily problems to solve, but his science will remain harmless behind a glass viewing wall. I think that's best. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of man. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of men. I find specimen number 2 outside of Brighton Pavilion. He is standing on the cut grass with a balloon-shaped head and amorous sideburns. He studies the sky briefly. Oh yes, he mutters. Oh yes, yes. He has the walk of a sparrow and a coat that reaches to his ankles. He is barely 5 feet tall. The eyes that stare from his balloon head are the color of bleached copper. From the pocket of his coat, he produces a handkerchief covered in brisket crumbs. Biscuit is French for twice cooked. He scatters his twice cooked particles upon the ground. I expect to see the birds arrive, instead of which a large rat emerges from inside of a bush and jumps into the midst of the crumbs. Specimen number 2 cocks his balloon head. He grins a toothless smile. You are my little gemstone, he says to the rat. I will put him in an open enclosure in my man zoo. He is obviously an outdoor type. We will provide him with an artificial rat once a day, which I think is more than fair. The truth is writ large before you. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of men. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of men. I find number 3 parading on the beach with his baby-shaped body, his swollen round head. He has no hair to speak of, only a vague ginger misting. He wears a jumper, which is too small for him. He wears brown suede shoes and white sport socks. He wears nothing else. In his right hand, he carries a plastic spar bag. In the bag is his trousers. With his shoulders thrust back and his round baby's belly forward, his wobbly buttocks patrol the beach. I will put him in a pen that carries a warning, not for the uneasy, in my man zoo. As promised earlier, this is for John to show that I'm sincere. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of man. I capture number 4 in the moment of his rutting. He is a walnut in a shell suit, a craggy, wrinkled, aging youth. This salvo-featured creature has lost among the weekend streets. Once a dominant male, but now the previous rutting injuries display themselves among the gold chief in chains. Shown up well beneath the beach-bleached hair and brown flapped neck, they make his display of aggression fuzzy and harmless. And after each bout, he apologizes with a youthful arm around his throat, pinning him to the floor. Oh, I'm sorry, mate, alright? I'm really sorry, mate, I'm sorry. Around his arm he has wrapped the lead of a long-lost dog. I will put him out to pasture. I will let him rest in my man zoo. Rest. Rest, my pretty. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of man. I'm making a man zoo. I'm making a man zoo. A collection of some specimens of man. In the man zoo there is an OU Don with Oxford hair affair, a bus driver blimp with bulbous lip and limp, a Magnus of the North, a hairy metamorph, a Reynolds in a wig whose tash is really big, statesman Dave who really can't behave, a German who's called Herman and never seen a seed, a 1930s buddy with a year 2000 head. Specimens galore await you through the door of Jazzy Jon's amazing man zoo. Well, thank you for that.